Okay, so hey guys, it's Phantom, and welcome back, or welcome to my channel for another FAQ video having to do with The Sims. I got a question. I got like a comment regarding a question, and I didn't believe them at first with like The Sims 4 pricing. Because, okay, so to answer your question, um, okay, to answer your question, I don't know why they upped the price. I don't know. They're probably just wanting more people to buy The Sims 4. Um so that could be a glitch. I don't know. I've never. Okay. So, um this says, "Hey, I just bought The Sims 4 on Origin for like $50. I literally had to check the pricing myself because I don't know, they like fluctuate the prices. They like to fluctuate prices, but okay. Mind you, I actually bought The Sims 4 twice, and no joke, it is very expensive. I'm not kidding. It is. Ah, crap. I just opened The Sims 4. Oh my god, I just opened The Sims 4 on accident. Oops. I'm sorry. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't do that. I'm just gonna pretend like I didn't accidentally open up The Sims 4 by mistake, which I did. Oops. Um, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, so I didn't mean to open The Sims 4 by mistake. Okay, so to answer your question, apparently it isn't a glitch. Apparently I had to check the pricing for the game myself because I've owned the standard edition for like, I don't know. How many years ago was 2016? Like 5 years ago. I've owned um I've owned The Sims 4 since like 2016, and apparently I never realized this, but um yeah, they upped the price. I thought I bought it for, I don't know, like it's, I don't know, 30 something. I can't remember how much I got it for. Mind you, I actually got mine from a physical store, so I actually like went to a store and bought my games. That's literally what I do with all of my games. Pretty much. Except for maybe a few Sims 3 packs that I bought off Origin, but usually I don't really buy packs off, or well, sometimes I do. Usually I have never actually bought the games off of Origin. I bought it from um I I buy them from physical stores just in case. Um because I don't know. I grew up in a time where, you know, like when I was growing up, we still had physical discs for video games. I've been gaming for 15 years, so it was gaming was a lot different 15 years ago than it is now. That's probably why it's probably why I was used to buying physical copies of games just in case I needed them. So yeah, to answer your question, okay, so it says, "Hey, I just bought Sims 4 on Origin for like $50, and I had Sims 4 before, but I had an Adobe After Effects Premium. They're talking, okay, so you're talking about the Adobe After Effects editor. I don't use Adobe products, but I know how to use Adobe products. Um, and I know how expensive they are. Okay, so long story short, the reason why I know how to use editing software is because I took a class, and I took a class when I was in high school. And I learned how to use like Adobe software like Photoshop and editing software and whatnot. And yeah, I totally understand. Adobe products are very expensive. I actually wanted to buy Adobe editors to use. But I didn't have to because I use basically what I use to edit my videos. I use I don't use Windows Movie Maker, if you're wondering. I use VSDC to edit, and I use GIMP to make thumbnails and backgrounds. Um, so yeah. Apparently, they said that they had used After Effects, Adobe After Effects Premium. That is the premium version of the editing software. If you don't know what Adobe After Effects is, it's one of Adobe's editors. It's the main editor that Adobe makes. Um, I'm actually very familiar. I'm very familiar with Adobe products because, as I said, took a class in high school. Um, was gonna take a few classes, um, having to do with video production in college, but I turned it down. So basically, their question is, I just bought Sims 4. I just bought Sims 4, and it tells me that I must buy Sims 4, and I actually did. It became on my email receipt, but I don't know what. Okay, I'm trying to understand. I'm trying to understand what you're trying to say because I okay, I'm having trouble figuring out what you're trying to say, but apparently it was a purchase glitch maybe? I don't know. Um I didn't buy my copy or my copies off of Origin. I bought them from a store. But okay. Um I hope I can help you through this. I really do. I don't want to disappoint you cuz you know, I've gone through things like this before. Um so it's probably a glitch. Um okay, I don't know if you bought a pack or what, but usually when you buy a game, you okay. So, I did a couple videos on this before. Hold on. I'll switch my scenes. Um hold on. I'll switch my scenes. Hold on. Okay. Hopefully this will help. Okay. So, I'm gonna try to talk you through this as best I can. Now, I had a different experience than you probably did because I have issues like this, but I don't think I've ever really experienced purchasing hiccups. Other than maybe other than maybe getting a glitch to buy a pack when there's, new packs coming out. But yeah. So, okay. So as you can see, I have The Sims 4, The Sims 3, Apex Legends, and 64-bit in Metal. I don't recommend 64-bit in Metal. It's terrible. Um so I so go to my game library here. Now, I don't know exactly what issue you're having, but it's probably a glitch. Okay. Probably it could be a glitch. Okay. So, I recommend checking your receipt again, making sure making sure there's a code cuz there's an installation code that you need. So you'd go to game properties. Um I will blur that out. Um I will blur that out in editing, by the way. So, yeah, there is. Okay, so basically, how to get around this. I don't know if you've heard of, like, um, you know, automatic updates or automatic installation. But for me, what I did, because I. Okay, so as I said, I physically bought my games at a store. I literally just went to basically just went to one store to get my games because there's a store I go to and they have like literally all the games except for Sims 2 and 3, so I'd get them off of like online retailers. Other than that, okay, so email receipt. Okay, check your email again probably. As I said, I've never really dealt with this issue, so I'm trying to help as much as I can. Um, so check your email receipt again. Um, basically, what I did was, hold on. Basically, what I did was, hold on. So, basically, what you do is you go, okay, so to install a game, you go to basically what I did to install mine was okay. So I physically bought my copies, so I had to install them a different way. Well, except for this game here, except for Apex Legends right here. Um I got Apex Legends for free and I had to actually buy Sims 3 and 4 and I bought them a year apart. So since I bought them since I bought them in a you know, in a physical retailer and I bought one of my packs through Amazon, which was a online retailer. Um okay, so rundown. I physically got the copies of Sims 3 and 4 like a year apart. I got Sims 4 in 2016, Sims 3 in 2015, or not 2015, 2017. Okay. So, probably to help you out with this problem is okay. So, depending on how you got your game, which you got your game digitally, um now I'd recommend checking a receipt again, mind you, Mind you, Origin has like some glitches, so be aware of that. So what you would do to install a game, okay, so basically your game comes with CD keys, which you can find, okay, basically if you bought your game, if you physically bought your game, right, if you physically bought your game or an expansion pack or anything like that, so with Sims 4, some games come, some games come with discs. Sims 4 comes with a disc. You don't have to install it with the disc if you physically got the game. Because it is physical and digital copy. So basically what you would do is there's a code, if you're confused, there's a code or a CD key. If you don't know what CD keys are, that's how we installed our games back then. So like early 2000s. So like maybe, I don't know, like 15 some odd years ago. That's how we installed games, was through CD keys. And so basically what you would do is you would go to add a game here if you're confused. I don't know if this is your problem, but if you're confused, you'd go to, okay, let's just say you got The Sims 4, right? And if you bought it digitally, so like Amazon or Origin or something, unless you have automatic downloads on, which is what I have on, so that I don't have to physically install stuff, or not physically install stuff, or like put the code in. I do that so that it makes it easier for me. But what you want to do to install your game, if you don't have a automatic installation on, is put in your CD key, which is the code that would come in an email, or it's a mix of numbers and letters, and it's a mix of numbers, letters, and dashes. So a product code would look something like this. And then it says looking for the code ? So I think this is what you're dealing with. So, okay. So check if you got a confirmation email. I'm pretty sure you did. Check if you got a confirmation email. And then it says email. Your confirmation email will contain the product code. So check your email again, since you got it off of Origin. Or if you physically bought it, okay, so basically email is for if you got it digitally, so like Amazon or Origin or or Steam, so if you got it digitally, you would check your email. So this would be for like if you got it from Amazon, if you got it from Origin or Steam. And if you physically got it, sorry. And if you physically got it, like from a store, it's like a retailer, like, I don't know, Target, for example, because that's where a lot of people go to get their. It's where a lot of people go to get their games from. If they want to physically own copies, which is what I do to make it easier on myself. And then you would open the box, find a code inside, Now this would be for like this would be for expansion packs, stuff packs, kits, or the base game in general. So you would open the box if you bought it if you bought it from a retailer, like as I said, like Target or someplace that sells it. You'd open the box, you'd see a slip of paper. Don't get rid of it because it's kind of important. You'd see a slip of paper that has a string of letters and numbers, so that would be the product code, and you would install it. And you would go on Origin and install it. Pretty easy. So yeah, see, they have an example product code there, and then you would click, then after you enter the product code, you'd click next, and it would start installing. And then it would have then once it installs, it would have, it would have, like a green bar. It would ask you if you want to install, and you would read through the whole thing. You'd agree to the license, agreement, and then you'd click continue, and then after that it should start installing. So green bar, it's like a little green bar next to your profile, and it should start installing for you. I hope that helped. Again, check your email. Again, always check your email. Never delete your EA emails. So check your email. Since you got it on Origin, you probably don't have automatic downloads on. If you did have automatic downloads on, it would just automatically, it would probably ask if you want to install your game, and then it would automatically install for you. But yeah, my best bet, check your email, look for the product code, and then go into Origin client and click add a game, redeem product code, type in the code, and click next, do all that stuff, and it should install for you. So I hope that helped. Yeah, I really hope that helped. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. It's pretty simple. Remember, just, since you got it off Origin, just check your email. Since you got it digitally, just check your email. The code should be there. Go back to Origin client, or whatever you use to, or whatever platform you got the game on, which was Origin. So basically, check your email, check if there is a product code in there. And the email would be from, I'm pretty sure it would be from EA. The email would be from it would say Electronic Arts, and then it would have the code there, and you'd click add a game, redeem product code, enter the code, click next. It would tell you what game you're about to install, all that stuff, and you'd click next, and then they'd probably ask if you want to install said game, and it tells you how long it'll be till it's fully installed. So I hope that helped. Anyways, that's pretty much it for this video. I hope this helped you. I hope you guys enjoyed. And yeah, goodbye guys. With that, it's pretty easy to install the game actually. Just remember to check your email. Um yeah, check your email from Electronic Arts. That should have the code. That should have the code inside, or that should have the code in it. Take a picture of the code, um, so that you don't forget it, and then go back to Origin Client and redeem the code and install it. Pretty easy. So, with that said, hope this helped.